All right, I'm Dr. Paul, and we're just finishing our second day here with the Chiropractic New Patient Skills Workshop. We're here with Dr. Chad. Dr. Chad, you've been in practice for how long?
Approximately 15 years. Yeah.
And of course, what we teach here, and the reason Dr. Chad came is he's learning specifically he's learning the educational sales system combined with introduction marketing, and that's the only type of marketing that gets the 92% of the patients that are not seeking chiropractic care, and we explain all that. Does that make sense? When we explain the difference between publicity, advertising, and educational sales, why publicity and advertising will not work with the 92%? Did that make sense?
Oh yeah, big time.
And when we explain the formula of why it does or doesn't work, is it all kind of coming together for you?
It really did come together this weekend for sure.
Pretty much. And so a lot of what we talked about is, of course, we talked about the target market, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so how many things can go wrong if you don't do the target market right?
Oh, like 13.
Yeah. And how many are you seeing, by the way, how many are you seeing chiropractors do wrong? With only the target market, how many things do you see chiropractors do wrong routinely?
Nearly 100%.
A lot, yeah.
Nearly 100%.
Yeah, a lot of things chiropractors do wrong. And these are the systems that I use to open 77 offices in 20 states, seeing over 600,000 patient visits a week. And it's all based on Fortune 500 marketing. None of it's based on chiropractic marketing. It's all based on what is taught in the Kellogg School of Marketing, the #1 marketing school in the United States and Northwestern. None of it is based on chiropractic. And did you catch that?
Yeah.
Was anything we taught chiropractic?
No, we actually did a lot of like similarities between, like Coke and Pepsi, and we really talked about the big idea of what really brings in like the mindset of the public into our practice.
Yeah, relevant.
That was awesome.
And again, we talked about that, and then we did the comparison between chiropractic, and again showing how many things chiropractors and the profession of chiropractic does wrong.
Oh yeah.
And of course, that's why it's such a limited. Chiropractic's limited to 8%. Does that make sense now? Why chiropractic is limited to 8%?
Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll on Monday.
So then we teach, and what this does is it teach the formula, teach the marketing to get the 92%. And that's how I was able to open 77 offices in 20 states. I never would have been able to do that with 8%. Could you see that now? That I would have never been able to open the second or third office if I just depended on advertising?
Yeah, pretty well plug and play here.
Yeah. What was the #1? What do you think the biggest aha moment was? What was the big takeaway you got so far?
Is quit telling people you can help them. Honestly, because the moment you tell people that you can help them, they have a reaction. They automatically think that they just kind of backtrack off of that, and instead the biggest learning experience for me was to learn to have patience in talking to people. Patience, and it's a patience that we learned here this weekend, that you learn how to use this patient system of...
But it's a formula, isn't it?
It is a formula.
It's a step-by-step formula.
Step-by-step formula, but you got to have patience.
Right.
And you got to...
Well, initially, because you're just learning it.
Right. Not only do you have to do it right, but you got to say it right.
Right.
Because our words do
matter. They mean things. Yeah,
our words mean things.
Yeah. Okay, so in conclusion, what would you have to say with anybody else if they're looking to get new patients? What would you have them to say about possibly attending the workshop?
I definitely think that you ought to take advantage of Dr. Paul Holleran's new patient marketing special. And, there's a lot of consultants out there that teach out of the books or off of some seminar or off of a video. But there's no comparison to a coach or a consultant who will just sit there right in front of you and drive it. Just drive the concepts. And that's what makes that's what makes him unique.
We get it done.
Who else does that? Really?
Right.
Who?
Well, it's a combination.
Who?
It's a combination, yeah.
It's great.
All right, this is Dr. Paul. Again, just check us out. And this is the Chiropractic New Patient Skills Workshop.